Hey, what's up YouTube? It's BJ, also known as B2Easy, and today I'd like to talk about the Superior Spider-Man. That's why I got my Spider-Man shirt on again. This is a follow-up from my other video where I was talking about the death of Peter Parker and Spider-Man issue, Amazing Spider-Man issue 300 or 299. I forgot, but you could just refer back to that video. It's called Let's Talk Spider-Man. So anyway, the Superior Spider-Man, I actually really like it. I love how the writers portray Otto Octavius as Peter Parker and how he lived Peter Parker's lifestyle. I love the artwork for it. I like how they make Spider-Man himself seem a little bit darker. Because if you look at him, he kind of looks the same, but when you take a closer look, he actually, the color palette, like the blue in his costume is a little bit darker, and his eyes are different. I just really like the artwork for it. So, let's just talk about the first 3 issues. Those are the ones that I read so far. In the first issue, he goes up against the Sinister Six. And you know how Peter Parker Spider-Man, he would go about it. He would just go in there, make a whole bunch of witty remarks, and just continue to fight him until he wins. Although he goes up against him, he fights him. He was like, forget this. He just let him go. And then he went back, put together a plan, find out where their base of operations at, went to him, and just had like this strategy. It just basically wiped them out in a matter of seconds without barely having to fight, which I thought was pretty cool because Peter, he would have got beat up and he got messed up a bit, but he eventually would have won because he wouldn't give up. But Otto just went about it so smooth, so cool, like he's just a beast or whatever. And that's another thing I like about Otto. When he, as Peter Parker, not as Spider-Man, when he's just, living his life as Peter, he has this cockiness about him. Like, he walks around with his chest all pumped up and just know that he's just superior to everybody else around him. When he enters a room, it's like everybody take notice. Everybody looks at him. Peter, he was a cool guy, but he was just, kind of cool, quiet, collected. But Otto, he just got to make his presence known. So, like I said, in the first issue, he fought the Sinister Six. He just basically wiped the floor with him in no time. And that was the first issue. In the second issue, he's trying to rekindle his relationship with Mary Jane. And I thought this was a very, very good take on, Peter Parker and Mary Jane's relationship, how Peter always, go back to where he was always in love with her. So Otto, he goes and, talks to her, whatever. They go out on dates, and at first she was trying to play hard to get, but by the end of the issue, she was like, hey, let's go. I like you. We cool. Let's try this again. Let's give this relationship another try. But Otto realized that I'm not going to make the same mistake as Peter did. This is the same. We don't have to keep going back and forth. I'm just done with you. I'm just done with you. And he just left her. And Mary Jane was just sitting there puzzled like, this not supposed to happen. So I thought that was pretty funny, and plus, it was a real good take on how Otto how he looks at situations completely different from Peter. So that's the second issue. So the third issue, he goes up against the Vulture, and Otto and the Vulture, they were actually the original Sinister Six way, way, way back in the good old classic Spider-Man comics. So when he goes up against him, he thinks of him as a friend. He don't really want to go all out and, try to fight him. So when they meet up, he's at Spider-Man, they go fight, and Otto actually holds back. And he was like, I have a bunch of money. I'm willing to just give you like $50 million, and you just go on, live your life, and just drop this supervillain thing and just have a normal life. But the Vulture sees him as, he don't know that Otto is Spider-Man. So he sees it like Spider-Man's just making another one of his tricks, and it's just, making one of his little jokes and just playing around with him. So he gets mad, and then he attacks him. And some other stuff happened, but I don't want to reveal that. So Otto gets mad too, and then they have this epic fight, and it basically ends where Otto just completely just almost murdered the Vulture. I mean, he was like on death's bed, just like all beaten and bloody and cut up. And he just left him there and just went on about his business. So, overall, I would just like to say these first 3 issues were really, really good. I would recommend them to anybody because I thought that the Superior Spider-Man, I wasn't going to buy. I actually waited a while because I thought it was going to be kind of lame because Otto Octavius wasn't really one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. But it's actually really good. It has a solid story. The artwork is amazing. And it's a really good read. Oh, and by the way, this is a little bit late. That had a whole bunch of spoilers in it. But I didn't talk about everything. But for anybody who likes Spider-Man, you should definitely check this out. And like always, if you like my videos, give it a like, leave a comment. Matter of fact, what is your, if you have read this, what do you think about, Superior Spider-Man? Let me know and I'll get back with you. And like always, thanks for watching.